Welcome to That's Football. This is your Champions League watch-along for two massive games tonight in the Champions League, funnily enough. It's Real Madrid against Liverpool, it's La Liga against the Premier League, and it's Manchester City against Dortmund, which is the Premier League against the Bundesliga. So which way do you think this is going to go tonight? Personally, I feel that the strength will be with the Premier League in both ties. I do think that Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid were beaten by Chelsea. Does that mean a lot, really? I mean, the best team in the La Liga at the moment is Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid are not, and neither are Liverpool. But look, it's Real Madrid against Liverpool. There are things where you could say that form goes out the window to a certain extent. But I think Liverpool will have too much for them. Dortmund. Dortmund should get done over by City tonight, to be honest with you. We'll go to the early team news, of course, but they should get outdone by City. I mean, City, to be fair, oil money or not, they do have a fantastic side. And, the lineup for City tonight: Ederson, Walker, Stones, Ruben Diaz, Cancelo, Rodri, Gundogan, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo Silva as sort of like a false nine, which is interesting. And then you've got Dortmund with Hitz, Morik, Chan, Hummels, Akanji, Bellingham, Dawood, Guerrero, North, Haaland and Royce. And, Jadon Sancho, not fit. I didn't know that. I didn't actually know that Sancho wasn't going to be fit for this game. I don't know why I didn't know that, but apologies. I'm sure many of you did know that, but don't know which game to watch, says Alexander. Well, I will be covering both, but for me, the Real Madrid-Liverpool game is the better game to watch, because I do think Man City, Dortmund are not even in the top four in the Bundesliga. Yes, they've got Erling Haaland, but City will have too much for them. Real Madrid's team, more interestingly: Courtois, Vasquez, Militao, Nacho, Mendy. No Varane, he's got COVID. No Ramos, he's still injured. Kroos, Casemiro, Modric. It feels like they've been around since the Stone Age. They're still there. Asensio, Benzema and Vinicius. On their bench today, no Eden Hazard. There was talk of Eden Hazard being back. He's not back. Isco's on the bench, but Rodrigo, again, I just don't think this Real Madrid team is the team it used to be. Liverpool: Alisson, Alexander, Kabach, Phillips, Robertson, Keita, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Salah, Jota, Mane. Firmino drops to the bench with Thiago as well. And Liverpool's bench, to me, looks a little bit better in relation to what they've got, but we will see. Liverpool certainly aren't the team that they were before. Definitely not, but I still think they will have too much. But get your score predictions in across both games. As I said, I think that City will have too much for Dortmund tonight, and I don't know. I think the Real Madrid Liverpool one. Remember, it's two legs as well. I think it makes it very, very interesting. Real Madrid Liverpool. I think Liverpool, because the Premier League's better than La Liga, I think that will be the key factor. I could see Liverpool maybe winning this 3-1. And I know that sounds very optimistic, and people will be like, well, let's sit him down, Real. Well, maybe that will happen, but I'm not so sure. I really do think Liverpool will win it. Who do I want to win? Look, Liverpool are Man United's biggest rivals. I will take some justification if the Premier League side destroys the La Liga side, but I want Real Madrid to win, because I'm never going to want Liverpool to win. That's just not going to happen. I'm just putting a tweet out. So let's have a look what people are saying in the live comments. I will be watching both games. Yes, I will. And no Varane or Ramos. That's a huge loss. Feel Liverpool should get some joy against that back four, says Ross Gunn. I love you, Mark, says Vanch. Thanks, pal. Hala Madrid for today, says Supercar. City 1-1 Dortmund and Real 1-2 Liverpool, says Manny. I tell you what, that would be a massive, massive, massive achievement for Liverpool. What am I talking about? That would be a massive achievement for Dortmund if they got it. It really would. So, if that happens, fair play. Fair play. Right, I've got to... what have I just done here? I've got to get two screens on the go here. So I've got my pad come on. What are you doing? I've got my pad and I've got my TV. So I've got two things on the go here. Multitude of options and technology. Mark, please do El Clasico watch along. I don't think I can. I don't know when it is, to be honest with you, but I don't think I can. Let me know the time, because I got to do other things. Mark, the Leyland Scott icon, handsome old geezer, says Big Tony. Thanks for the super chat. And Gadget Bridge. Yes, it will be Gadget Bridge, but it's updating now, the bloody twat. And it's going to run out of battery, which is even better. I'm not very prepped. That's what, I'm not very prepped. Cracking Twitch stream today, by the way. Thanks everyone who tuned in. Really enjoyed it. Links in the video description if you want to check up on it. Not going to be doing Twitch tonight. Did it this afternoon. What do you, FIFA will be back tomorrow. What do you think of Elanga being part of the United squad? I think it's just about adding the numbers in, really. I don't think it's anything, more sinister than that. I don't expect him to get used. Good talent, good up and coming talent, but I don't think he'll be used. 8 PM on Saturday for El Clasico, Mark, says Sean Dyke. Well, you know what? I don't think I'll watch it. I really don't. What happened with the Granada preview, Mark? Was it the Wi-Fi? Yes, but we got everything done that we needed to do, Cave, so wasn't too fussed about that one, to be fair. It wasn't the end of the world, was it? And I mean, look, you know what? I'm more than happy to entertain this again. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are very much hoping let La Liga get a result tonight, because I have said quite consistently that I think that the Premier League is way better than La Liga. So, I'm sure there's people looking to sit me down there, but on this one I'd probably be quite happy with that, because it would mean Liverpool going out. Having said that, you've got to look at the bigger picture. There's a bigger picture here. I don't want Liverpool to win the Champions League, of course I don't. But I'd rather Liverpool win the Champions League than Man City win the quadruple or the treble. I've got to be honest. I mean, it is a choice of eating glass or bleaching your eyes. But the reality is, you don't ever want to do any of those things. But if you have to choose one, I'd choose Liverpool, because I don't want City to win what we're the only club to do. Mark, does it sting not having United in the Champions League and having 3 other English clubs in it, especially since United threw it away? Says Aaron Rabbit. You know what? I suppose that comment might wind up some United fans, but for me, it doesn't sting. I feel nothing. I really don't, because I suppose the expectations have been lowered, sadly. I mean, we're not a Champions League knockout stage team. We're not. That's just not what we are, and we're not that. So we are what we are. We are second in the league in England, and maybe next season we can be a knockout stage Champions League side. But as we are now, no. But Man United might be in the Champions League next year, and Chelsea or Liverpool might be in the Europa League. That's what it's looking like. One of those teams probably needs to win this tournament or get 4th place. I don't think they can both do that. Mark, I can still send super chats on the United stand. I wanted to get involved in the disrespected 4-time player of the year is getting, says Sean Negative Turner. Oh, I know, Sean. And Mark, would you take Patrick Bamford to the Euros for England, says Joel Morris? Not me. No, I don't think we need to, because we've got Calvert-Lewin, and we've got Kane, and then you've got Rashford. So I don't think we need to take another striker. I'd rather we were taking people like Grealish and Sancho. IMAC says, I'm a cretin, he says. Mark, I slept with my mate's sister. What should I do? Oh, I mean, that's probably the fantasy of quite a lot of people, to be fair. I wouldn't worry about it too much. As long as, as long as it's legal, and I say that with genuine conviction, because you'll be getting a conviction if it's not. You might lose a friendship, but you might end up marrying her. You don't know what's going to happen there. So this is really good. I remember this from last time. Got Sky Player on my pad. So effectively, if I can just find What? Yeah, there we go. What are you doing? What do you mean new to bloody Sky? I've been on here bloody loads of times, you bloody useless shit. Oh, don't be doing this to me now when I'm live. Yeah, bloody useless tosser. I don't know what my bloody password is. Oh, I could crush a grape here. You know all this. I hate it when it does this sort of thing. I bloody hate it when it does this sort of thing. I really do. You really, really have annoyed me here now. There's no need for this tonight. Get rid of that. Get rid of caps lock. Caps lock. Bloody. Just. Why does it do that? That's this is a live lesson here. Why, when your phone or your laptop updates, does it bloody get rid of all your logins? Swivel on it. Swivel on it. We'll be all right though. Super chat coming in here. What are your thoughts on Neville and Carragher and Rio England squad? They believe that 2 holding midfielders is the way to go. I've got no respect for Rio Ferdinand, Jamie Carragher or Gary Neville in relation to what they think the England team should be just because they played for England. I mean, it could be Joe Ferdinand, Ian Neville and Paul Carragher. I'm not bothered. You know, just because you played for England doesn't mean that I've got to respect your opinion. At the end of the day, it's you know, a lot of ex-United players who I've got a lot of respect for think we need a striker first. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. So I don't think 2 holding midfielders is the way to go for Manchester United, for England. I just think that 1 holding midfielder with somebody like a Mount would work. Backed in a corner with no weapons. How many 7? I'm not fighting 7-year-olds, Joseph. I think that's a little bit weird, to be honest. Yeah, I don't like questions that are about children and stuff. I think yeah, we'll move on from that. Southgate, you're the one, says Tariq. And they're both 8 o'clock kickoff, so 18 minutes to go until kickoff on both games. Yes. Mark, I need your thoughts on the new St. Just card ASAP. Don't know what that is. Man City 1, Dortmund 2. How long is Jadon Sancho? How long is Jadon Sancho going to be out? Does anybody actually know that? That would be quite useful. I genuinely thought he was playing tonight. Ooh, well, you're wrong. You're on Goldbridge. I am wrong, but I genuinely did think he was going to be playing tonight, and I think that is a big blow for them. But Dortmund ain't good. They ain't good this season, I'm afraid, and I think that they will be swiftly dispatched. In all honesty, by a very, very, very good Manchester City side at the moment, as we know. So we will see how it goes. But, this is getting on my nerves. Oh, here we go. God. I just can't believe this has logged me out, for one. Somebody remember this password and I'll get it. Yes. You know, I'm having to really work hard here not to say it out loud as I do it. I'm a bloody gran. This is what happened. This is coming to you all. Now what? That should work. Dismiss. Just log me in, Tosser. Hi Mark, how are you, mate? Says Eddie. I'm good, thanks. I'm very, very good. And what's Forrest Gump's computer password? 1Forrest1, says David Nardiello. He's been waiting all year for that one. I don't know why this is not logging me in. Typical. Hazard's not there as well tonight. No. He's not. We've got nobody telling us how long Sancho's out for. He's back for the second leg, says Ram. And Bruno deserves one to work under a better manager. Dortmund bench is strong. Jena, Reina, Hazard, Meunier and Piszczek. And okay. Right. This is getting very, very irritating. Very irritating indeed, because it should be bloody working. What is it doing? Tell me what it's doing, everybody. Absolute knobhead. It's having a laugh. That's what it's doing. It's having an absolute laugh. You shouldn't be doing that. Clear. But why are you doing that? I don't want you to do that. Get off there. Get off that. Get off that for a start. Bloody, just us having a laugh. The whole thing's just having a laugh. Yeah, I'm ready to install it. You wouldn't believe this. Of all the times for this to happen, you would not believe this. I never use this as well. I'm swiping my finger. Fucking hell. Where's settings? Oh, I'm going to punch, you know what? Straight through its screen in a minute. I'm going to I will. Don't think I won't. Oh. It's took my bloody Wi-Fi network off as well. Just don't. You can't believe it. You can't believe it. Like, it's not even registering any Wi-Fi networks now. What do you mean, bloody advanced? Just find a network. Oh, this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. I've got Wi-Fi on, right? I could almost go show you the screen. There's a router right next to me and it's saying add network. You're having a bloody laugh. Oh, it's found it now. And it's connected. Fuck off. Useless twat. What's it up with? What's it doing? What do you think you're doing? You've let yourself down live. I'm not the one who's embarrassed. You've embarrassed yourself. Bloody useless. Punch it. You know, I was that close. I don't want to go to that. I want to just get on TV Guide. Now, hopefully it's going to work this time. Deep breath. Rest in peace, Paul Ritter. Definitely, yes. Very, very sad news that there will be no more Friday night dinners. The odd thing is about Friday night dinner, I only got into it last year. And I really enjoyed it. And now we won't get to see it anymore. Come on then. Yes. Shamone. We're up and running. We're up and running now. Got Owen Hargreaves on. That's how I want it. Yes. I don't want Sky Sports Racing on. Oh, what's going on here now? There we go. Good. We're set. We're all set here. I hope you're ready. We're all ready. Right, I can focus on the bloody live comments now. We got there in the end. Loving the GTA on Twitch, Mark, says Joe N. Rest in peace, Rafa. Yeah, Twitch is going really well. Apologies to everybody who has been watching my late night Twitch. It's not my eye, which sometimes does Twitch. But it's actually me on Twitch. So thanks everyone who's been tuning in. And I did an episode this afternoon. So there we go. You can check it out. I think the link's in the video description for Twitch. Give us a follow and check it out. So a lot of people I can see a lot of people want Real Madrid to play. They are playing. I think what I meant to say is a lot of people want Real Madrid to win. Which, you know what? I don't think you're going to get that tonight. I've got to be honest. I got to be honest with you, Ness. I think that Liverpool will be too strong for them tonight. But it doesn't mean I'm right. I'm not always right on these things. Change to the City game. I'm on the City game. I've got Dortmund and City here. Like literally, if I could show you my setup, and I'm sure many of you got the same. I've got you good people in front of me on my laptop. I've got a little notepad which is about that 10 inches there, and then right above it I've got Man City. So what I've done before in the past, you've got to play around with different systems when you're looking at 3 screens. In the past, I'd have one there, you there, and the other one there. That don't work because I'll look at that, and on the way I'm looking at you, and then I'm looking at that. It's like 3 steps. One game to you, read to there to back. This is better. I look at the TV screen. Ooh, I'm like that every time. I'm going game, you, game, you. Game, you. Instead of game, you, game, you. It's better. What do you think of Rio Ferdinand's daft comments about Newcastle telling the fans you buy the club? Think he's lost his head, in my opinion, says Anakin. Never get involved in the politics of a club you don't know the politics about. Because if I was to say Newcastle fans are a bunch of moaning arseholes and they should buy their own club, I'd expect to get a load of shit from Newcastle fans because I'm not a Newcastle fan. And I'm going to wind them up because the last people... It's like that saying, isn't it? Don't stick your nose in a beehive unless you want to get punched or stung, because it's not your beehive. So, don't do it at the end of the day. But as I said, they're brilliant footballers, but it doesn't mean they're brilliant. I mean, my best example is always what's his face? Gaza, best player I've seen of my generation, and he is, I wouldn't trust him to go and do my shopping, let alone give me a thorough breakdown on what's going on at Newcastle. So, and he's a Newcastle fan. So there you go. Score predictions. I'm going to go with 3-1 to Liverpool in Madrid, and they are being played in Spain this time. 3-1 to Liverpool in Madrid, and 3-0 to Manchester City in Manchester. Yes, that's what I'm going to go for. And that's what I believe is going to happen. So, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on that score. But, yeah, I think it's going to be very, very English tonight with 2 teams. I mean, I'm interested to see what Haaland's got to say. I definitely am. Sorry, not interested to see what Haaland's got to say. I'm interested to see what Haaland's going to do. Mark, Arsenal fan here. If Arteta doesn't win the Europa, he needs to go to get the suck. Are you going to do the suck? I think he means the sack. I say 3-0 to Liverpool. 3-0 to Liverpool. Matthew Larney, and 4-1 to Man City. Yeah, they're not far off what I'm saying, to be fair, and I think you might be right on that. Please smash a like on the video, by the way, and share it as well. That would be great. I'm sharing it now whilst also chatting away. It'd be great to have a producer to do all this sort of stuff, but we haven't got a huge sponsor like some people. Non-Spanish people saying "Hala Madrid," says Baron. Yeah, I don't even know what it means. Does it mean "Hello Madrid" in Spanish? I know the Spice Girls did a song once, "Hala, I'm gonna make you holla." So I think that was actually "Holla." I'm gonna make you holla so you can say my name. Say my name, say my name. Right. No, we don't want to do anything with that. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. And we're not too far away from kickoff, 10 minutes. Let's go. That's done. What? What have I done here now? That'll do. 6 minutes to kick off. Yes, I've got the timer to sort out as well. But look, I'm excited tonight. It's a bit of an interesting one because we've done this a few times, and I'd like to get your experiences on this. Do you find it a pain in the arse trying to keep an eye on 2 games, or do you actually quite like it? I think I might have figured it out tonight. I'm confident this is going to work well for the next... Well, it's got to work well for the next few weeks, really, because... we're doing it again tomorrow night with Chelsea and Porto and Bayern and PSG, which is a massive game. So we've got 2 screens and we've got you good people as well. So do you find it hard? Do you find it hard? That's what she said. Alpha Screening says. Alpha Gaming says I've got 3 screens. It is hard to keep an eye on 2. But sometimes I think it's good having two on the go, because if one of them's not so good, you can enjoy the other one. And that works in other ways. But yes, so yes, let's move on. Let's move on. But yeah, have you seen United's third kit colours? I'm getting a bit fed up about the new United kit colours, really, because I heard it was going to be the blue of 93, and now we're hearing it's going to be the black of 93 to 95. So it just shows you that you can get all these different tings, can't you? You can get all these different ideas about what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. Opinions on City's bench? Probably very, very good as standard, to be honest with you. It normally is. They're normally very good. We'll go through the teams again very quickly, because we may as well. You know, not because I'm struggling for anything to do, just because I normally do the team news a little bit later than this, because for this very reason, that things can people tune in late. But I will go through them again. Man City are basically sort of playing with a false nine. I don't know what people think about that, but they're sort of playing with a false nine. They've got what looks like Bernardo Silva playing through the middle with Ederson in goal, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Cancelo, best back four, Rodri, Gondian, best holding two, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo Silva, so probably his best front four as well. Dortmund, I mean, their bench of Man City: Aki, Sterling, Jesus, Aguero, Zinchenko, Stefan, Laporte, Torres, Mendy, Fernandinho, Garcia and Trafford. I mean, they've just put somebody off the street, Trafford, for just to make themselves look like they're not as good as they are. It's a ridiculously good bench. Hits: Mori, Chan, Hummels, Akanji, Bellingham, Dawood, Guerrero, North, Haaland and Royce for Dortmund. On their bench: Delaney, Hazard, Brandt, Meunier, Piszczek, Reina. Just a selection of good players that they've got. Liverpool's team, let's go and have a look at it. Liverpool's team, interesting. No Thiago and no Firmino. But starting off with Real Madrid: Courtois, Vasquez, Militao, Nacho, Mendy. No Varane or Ramos. Varane with COVID, Ramos injured. Cruz, Casemiro, Modric, Asensio, Benzema and Vinicius Jr. On the bench for them, I mean, Marcelo's on the bench, but Valverde's on the bench. Rodrigo, Isco. Some good players there, but not as strong as they used to be. And then Liverpool: Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Phillips, Kabak, Robertson, Keita, Fabinho, Wijnaldum. No Thiago, Salah, Jota, Mane. No Firmino. They're both on the bench. So yes, interesting ways of lining up. Please smash a like on the video and make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right hand corner. We are getting very, very close to 350,000, which is something we were looking to hit before the end of the season. We could do it before the end of the week, really. So please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Everybody's welcome on this channel, as you already know. Subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We've got both games covered for you, Man City and Dortmund. So keep the updates coming in the live comments, because some people might not have that situation running for them. Real Madrid against Liverpool is probably the one. Well, I mean, I've got Real Madrid here, and it's literally 2 inches down, and I'm looking at the other game. So I think we're going to be pretty well covered for both games, to be honest with you. So I don't think we need to be worrying too much about not having the games covered. But yes, looking forward to it. Subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We'll see how we're doing for subscribers a little bit later. But what are we at? 7:59. I'll tell you which game's going to come first. Who's going to come first? I mean, who's going to start first? I'm not playing that game. God, no. Predictions. 3-1 Liverpool, 3-0 City. Would love Dortmund to win 21-0 and Madrid to win 60-0, but not going to happen. I think the Premier League is going to dominate, as I've always said. Predictions for both games, I've just done them. Aidan, get your predictions in for both games, and Look, we might be pleasantly surprised by Dortmund and Madrid. This game is not being played in the Bernabeu. Why? They're playing it in the mini Bernabeu, aren't they? But both games are about to kick off here. Let's have a look. Dortmund and City has just kicked off a little bit before that one on my screen. Actually, no. Man City has kicked... Liverpool and Real Madrid have kicked off first. So we're up and running. Exciting times. Come on, then. Come on, then. Let me get the timer on the screen. Yeah. That helps. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's pronounced Hola, Madrid, which means hello in Spanish. We've got fans of all sorts here. And I don't mean like different... well, I wouldn't know what you look like, but I mean in relation to we've got different fans supporting different things. That's football. Welcome. Get involved. Please share the video, by the way. You can click the share button. We've got 8,800 watching. We might get up to 10,000 tonight. 5 figures. That's more than Man City get watching. Well, they won't get many watching tonight, but interesting. I think Man City, you're going to see a lot of what Man City are doing at the moment, which is dominating the ball. But very interested to keep an eye on Haaland. I mean, look, we all know Erling Haaland's a great player. But seeing what he does in a game like this, I think it's going to be a very interesting thing to keep an eye on Erling Haaland, because I think there's a lot of fans out there, probably Chelsea, Liverpool, certainly Manchester United, who think that Erling Haaland is a striker who can make things happen on his own. Let's see if that's happened. Mark, your mind is polluted tonight, says DBX. It's because I've been playing Grand Theft Auto this afternoon. That should be a late night game, and you take those thoughts to bed. You don't carry on your day with them. Early shot there by Benzema from the edge of the box. Standard save. So they're playing in the mini Bernabeu, are they? Is that where they're playing? Because I know in the last rounds the Spanish didn't want the English in, and you know, we were playing in games like Bucharest, weren't we? But I know United are playing Granada in Spain, so this must be being played in Spain as well. It's under construction, the Santiago, at the moment, so there you go. It's a training ground. Yeah, it's the Madrid training ground, says Isaac. Thank you very much. Well, I'm very excited. I hope everyone else is as well. Really, really, really excited about these Champions League games. Look, I'm a United fan. Oh, lovely running there by, I think it's Mendy at left back for Real Madrid, but it's deflected and it's cleared. It's cleared by them. And a bit of a half chance for Dortmund there, but nothing really. Edison came to punch it, and but I tell you what, Real Madrid have started off quite fast here. Here's Benzema, little slip ball back into. I tell you what, Fabinho had to be a little bit careful there, because he could have sent him the wrong way. Could have sent him back to Monaco. Old Vasquez there, I think it was, number 17. But interesting to see how the midfield threes compare tonight. Casemiro, Modric and Kroos, I think for 3 years were the best midfield three in the world, and they're still going. But have they lost something? Of course they have. They're getting older. Man City on the ball here at the moment, just knocking it around. But Dortmund showing a bit of energy here. It's not a training ground, says Abraham. It's a stadium for the women's team. Modric is still class. Marvin AM. Yeah, I don't know how old Modric is now, but he's the sort of player that I think could play until he's probably about 38. Because the way he plays the game, he's just going to be a conductor, isn't he? I mean, he wears the number 10. I know that's not necessarily where Modric is known for playing, but I think as he gets older, he can just play in that area. Jude Bellingham is class, says Danny. I mean, look, you can't knock Bellingham. He's 35 now, Modric. You can't knock Bellingham for going to Dortmund, because, you know, would he get to play that many games? It's also Madrid's second team stadium as well, says Bence. Thank you very much. But Real Madrid have started off well here. I'll say that. Real Madrid have started off very well. They're on the attack here with Asensio, and they win a corner. La Ligaists will be getting excited. Stoke will be rocking tonight. And Darren in Norwich, he'll be there in his full kit. Good thing United will finish second in the Prem, as I can see Chelsea winning the Champions League and Arsenal the Europa League, which means fourth place team is not in the Champions League, says Victor. I'll tell you what, Victor, if Arsenal win the Europa League and Chelsea win the Champions League, I wouldn't actually be bothered, because it would mean that Man City haven't won the Champions League. But I don't think that will happen. I think that's unlikely. Having said that, there's probably more chance of Arsenal winning the Europa League than Chelsea winning the Champions League when you look at who's left. City on the attack here, but Dortmund have won it back. I mean, Dortmund should not be able to get something out of Man City, but we'll see. It's 2 legs. It is 2 legs, yeah. Who do I want to win? I want Dortmund to win. I mean, here's Haaland at the moment, just lays it off. I want Dortmund to win, and I want Real Madrid to win, because, ultimately I want Liverpool and Man City both to go out. To be honest with you, if City go through, Liverpool are going to have a better chance of beating City than Real Madrid are. But, ideally I want them both to go out. Second leg is next week. There's none of this pissing about 3-week waits. They actually get on with it after the quarterfinals. So second leg is next week. It's wall-to-wall football till the end of May, and then it's the Euros. But Madrid have been impressive here so far, which leads me on to my next point. I just want to have a little look at La Liga table, which I was looking at today. Real Madrid have got 63 points, Barcelona have got 65 points, and Atletico Madrid have got 66 points. So Atletico Madrid are not going to win that league. They've sort of been they've been pegged back a little bit recently. Atletico Madrid obviously out of the Champions League themselves, and they lost to Sevilla at the weekend. So Madrid and Barcelona very much have a very good chance to win the La Liga again. So it's a nice title race in La Liga, which is why it's a big game at the weekend in the El Clasico, which, I'm tempted to do a watch along for, but probably won't. We've got 10,000 watching. Wow. Let me stand up and have a stretch. Triple X. I'm not talking about Australian beer either. I'm talking about Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Generation X. But yeah, 10,000 watching. Please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, we're trying to get up to 350k, and we're doing both watch-alongs for both games over both nights. So tomorrow night we will be doing PSG Bayern and Chelsea Porto. My eye on the big screen. Basically what I've got is I've got a big screen and a smaller screen. Good shot there from Bellingham, and Edison having to make a save. Best chance of the game. Dortmund have actually started off quite well, and Real Madrid have started off quite well. So both teams, which I think are the underdogs, have started off quite well in this game, and Dortmund have got a corner. So, you assume it's going to be the Premier League teams that win, but, you never know until the games actually happen what the story is. City certainly won't want to concede, and they're very good at not conceding. But look, I bloody hope Dortmund do it. I hope Dortmund do it. I mean, from a United point of view, you'd probably want Dortmund to finish 5th and get knocked out. They won't win it anyway. But yeah, I've got on my big screen, I've got Liverpool and Madrid, and then my smaller screen there is Dortmund and Man City. So tomorrow night on the big screen, it will be PSG and Bayern, with Chelsea and Porto on the smaller screen. JC says Madrid are not underdogs. Well, they are in my opinion, because the Premier League's better than the Liga. Thoughts on James Garner? Very good player. Very good player. And King Yusuf, I think I'm confident in saying that he's a very big talent, and I think people can laugh about that if they want. Many don't remember Fabinho played for Real Madrid before Monaco, says Aidan. To be honest, I'd forgotten about that, but you are right. You are, because Fabinho is a player that I wanted at United about 2 years before Liverpool even bought him. Yes, it is 2 legs. Welcome back, Brandon Stevens. So good start from Dortmund at the Etihad, and a good start from Real Madrid at the training ground of Real Madrid. You do know Sky Player is 40 seconds behind, says Ewan Black. It's not. Mine's not. I don't know why it's not, but it's not, because I've got my normal TV and I've got my player here and I've checked them, and they're only about 3 seconds between it. But you're normally right. It is normally that way, but I don't know why it's not like that. I don't think Haaland... Oh, Salah. He'll get caught by Mendy there, but Liverpool looking on the break. Decent. There will be some delay anyway, because with BT in general, if you are watching in America, you tend to be ahead of BT anyway. So there will be some delay. There always is. And probably in Ireland as well. There's nothing I can do about that. I've got my cable on my main screen, and I've got my player on the one below. So, but whatever. That's why we have the timer anyway. No goals as yet, but Man City have got a corner here. It's fast pace. You can't see the match because it's illegal. I'm not BT. I haven't got billions of pounds to get TV rights. Maybe one day in the future, Fats Football will have the rights to Champions League games. Imagine that. But at the moment we don't. So it's a watch along. But corner to Man City here, and also a corner to Real Madrid. The Real Madrid one is cleared. My girlfriend just texted me to say that Liverpool's shade of red annoys her, says Joseph Tyrrell. Yeah, well, tell her that Goldbridge says it doesn't annoy him, even though it's Liverpool. Because if we're talking about shades of red... Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Benzema in the box. If we're talking about shades of red, I hate off red. I hate a red that looks like it's been in the wash and faded a bit. That Liverpool red is a strong red. I quite like the strong red. I don't like the pinky red. Sean Ferguson says, opinions on Klopp dropping Firmino. I don't think it makes a massive amount of difference. I mean, I do think he's a good a good big game player, but he's not a goal scorer, is he? He's more of a 9. So, Man City, Foden just over the bar. He's given a foul anyway. And here's Vinicius Jr. down the left-hand side in the other game. Thanks for the contribution, Khalid. It's a good start. Modric. He wants a foul on the edge of the box. Referee says, get up. Get up, Modric. Right on the edge it would have been. And the referee said no. But Liverpool have started off very sloppy here. Sankab says he prefers faded red. I like a strong red. And I do like red wine. 11,000 watching. Thanks everyone who's watching. Please share the video and smash a like and make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, we're going to try and get 350k. Looked like a foul to me by Wijnaldum on the edge of the box there. He definitely catches him. I don't know why Modric would dive. Maybe he didn't think he was going to keep hold of the ball, but it looked like a foul to me. Not given. Wouldn't have been a foul. It wouldn't have been a red card, and it wouldn't have been a penalty. It would have been out on the edge of the box. I went 3-1 to Liverpool and 3-0 to City. At the moment, oh, just headed wide there. I think it was Modric with the head. No, it wasn't headed. It wasn't Modric. It was I think it was Vinicius there. Mendy with the cross. I like Mendy. You know, Man City's Mendy is the Poundland Mendy. Who's with me? Ferland Mendy is better than City Mendy. It's not a bad header by Vinicius there, just wide. Yeah, but I do like Ferland Mendy. They get him in from Lyon. Yeah, everyone agrees with me there. I mean, to be fair, I always like Marcelo, but he's probably past it a little bit now. Oh, here's Salah on the turn. He won't get much joy, Salah, tonight out of that. Here's Trent. Cross is good. Keeper's got hold of it. Intriguing game in both, though. Very intriguing. City Mendy equals the Poundland Mendy. Lovely ball into Vinicius here. Trent's out of position. So what, Real Madrid have been impressive in this. Very impressive. I thought we'd hit 350k there. We haven't hit 350k. I was going to say that would have been a bit bloody quick. That would have been 1,000 subscribers in half an hour. We're 450 away from 350,000. So please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Let's see if we can hit it tonight. Real Madrid, that's going to go for a goal kick. So 15 minutes gone. And it's a bloody challenge keeping an eye on both, isn't it? But I'm enjoying it. Thanks everyone who's watching. Klopp will be replaced by Gerrard next season if they're not in the Champions League, and next season I see United winning a treble. Victor, I half believed you on your first bit, and then you've ruined it with the second bit. But yeah, this is a foul on Modric there. He should have got that on the edge of the box. Don't know why that wasn't given. We're not at 350k because I'm in the back screen. It probably says 350 there, but we're not. It's 349,587 at the moment. El Clasico is on Saturday at 8 o'clock. He dived. A lot of people saying it's not a foul. Well, you know, I thought it looked like a foul. YouTube rounds up to the next one. It's always done that. So it will say 350, but it's not 350. It's 349,600 at the moment. I've got it here on the back system. 349,609. Liverpool on the attack. Cleared away. The other games slowed down a bit at the moment. Man City and Dortmund. I'll never play Minecraft, I wouldn't have thought. Nice ball out to Salah there. Liverpool haven't really settled in this game. I tell you what, that was a bloody great header there. I think it was Nacho. Brilliant cross comes in from Trent Alexander-Arnold, which is why he should be in the England team, because the cross is absolutely brilliant. And I think it's Nacho who heads it away. They've not even shown the replay of the cross. The cross was fantastic. Anyway, Liverpool's best opportunity of the game. How's Grand Theft Auto going, Mark Benson? You can check it out. Give me a follow on Twitch. Links in the video description. I did it early today. Last night was 10:30 till about midnight. Tonight it was 3 o'clock till about 4:30. And we had a steady 4,000 on both streams. So, you know, tomorrow night's the next one. About 11 o'clock tomorrow night I'll be streaming. FIFA Career Mode will be back tomorrow afternoon on here. Nice turn by Fabinho, and just keeping an eye on. Twitch is in the video description, Lewis Webb. Just click on that and follow. Trent's ball delivery is elite. Defensively, okay, but, you know, no, defensively is a weakness, but going forward, Football Manager will be back dip until probably not till next week though. I've got to get through the closed season, which if anyone's played Football Manager is a bloody. You've got to concentrate, especially when you're bloody my team. Here's Gundian. Oh, he's bringing it away. Fabinho is such a monster, says JC. I love Fabinho. Even though he plays for Liverpool, I bloody love Fabinho. Strong defending there by Kabak on Vinicius. He's done well. You know what? Kabak, I think, has done really well. He was a player that United were looking at, and I think he's done fantastically well. Bit shaky when he first came in, but I think he's settled and adjusted very, very quickly. I'm not going to say he reminds me of Vidic, but there are similarities that Vidic came into United in January. Thanks. And looked a bit shaky, and then he got going. Man City are on a break here with De Bruyne. It's a good run. Gets it out wide. Foden, this could be a goal for City. Oh, he's just overhit it, but Mahrez keeps it in like a magnet. And that's a goal for Manchester City. De Bruyne on the break. That is just, you've got to say that's absolutely superb from Dortmund, from City. The break is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You've got to just say that, you have to say that was first class. That was quality. It really was. They just caught them on the break with De Bruyne and got it out to Foden. Mahrez kept it in very, very well, and then he just lays it back to De Bruyne, who, you know, knocks it into the bottom corner. It's just a fantastically smooth goal. It's just so smooth. I mean, Foden's ball's a little bit overhit, but the way Mahrez keeps it, it's just such a smooth goal. It is. It's a fantastic goal by City. I hate to admit it, but it is. It's just so smooth, everything they do. De Bruyne, perfect weight of the pass. Foden's cross. Mahrez keeps it in, lays it back. Foden, De Bruyne, bang, and it's a very, very good goal. And although Dortmund have started off well, they're 1-0 down. I did predict 3-0 in that game, so I'm not watching one game, Robert. It's very easy for me to watch both, to be fair. Hi Mark, cheers from Costa Rica. I'd like to send a video for the United Stands cam reaction in the future. Can I do it? If so, how? Andrea, I don't do. I'm not in charge of any of that, Andres. So you'd have to go through the website, I think, and there's an email address there if you want to do that sort of thing. Hey Mark, thoughts on rugby league? Says Papa. I mean, with the United Stand, I'm generally just mainly just in front of the camera now. I don't do the Twitter. I don't do anything like that. So, you know, Flex sort of does all the fan cams and stuff. That's his area now. How do I watch both? Little screen, big screen. And then you lot there. It's not easy, but I want to know what's going on in both games. It would get on my nerves if I was just watching Liverpool Madrid and then you lot start going, De Bruyne, 1-0. Thanks, mate. It's no worries, pal. Hi, Mark. Hope your mental health is all okay, says Big Josh. Very good at the moment. Thank you. Hope yours is as well. Ooh, let me just get me peppermint tea. Liverpool coming into this game a little bit more at the moment. I think Dortmund, to have any chance in this game, they've got to get an away goal. You can't play City, go to their place, lose to 0, and then try and do something at your place, because they will pick you off. They will pick you off like a scab, and it will hurt, and it will leave a scar. Lovely little run by Keita here. He's probably tried to do too much, and Real Madrid do win it back. The way Mahrez kept that in was amazing. Right foot looks like it's going out, but keeps it in like a magnet with his left foot. Yeah, please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner, we've got 12,000 watching, and we're on the road to 350k. Despite what people say, YouTube goes up to the next 1,000. We're on 349,691 at the moment, so we're still 300 away from 350k. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Mark, can you wish Lewis Can a happy birthday, please? Yes, I can. That's from Jay. Happy birthday, Lewis. And hi, Mark. Thoughts? It's mine tomorrow. Hi, Mark. Thoughts on Mason Mount, starter for England, says Finn. Yeah, I think he's got to be. Although, I don't know. I do need a stretch, Josh. I do. Oh, look at that. Look at the muscles there. That's my whole body. I'd like to see Jack Grealish in the starting lineup, to be honest. I would. I know about El Clasico. I'm not answering about El Clasico. Oliver Sinclair, Grand Theft Auto, I did it this afternoon. So if you want to check it back, I did it this afternoon. Tomorrow night it'll be back. So 1-0 in the City game. Lovely goal by City. De Bruyne finishing off the move that he started. And 0-0 in Madrid and Liverpool's game at the moment. I went 3-0 to City, 3-1 to Liverpool. Might have overstretched myself in the Madrid-Liverpool game, but City game, not necessarily. So you think my singing's out of time? Well, it makes me money. I do feel like Liverpool have started to settle into this game a little bit. Love the double header. Keep up the good work, says Magnus Magnusson. I mean, Dortmund nearly getting in there. Just a little flicked through ball to Royce. And Ederson's come out and just got there in front of him and punched it away. So, Real Madrid have been good. Here's Benzema. And again, good defending from, I think it's Kabak again. Yeah, he's having a good game, Kabak, isn't he? Definitely settling in at Liverpool. I mean, look, I don't know whether we've got any Liverpool fans watching, but would you be looking to keep Kabak? next, you've got sort of like a first refusal. There's always one. IMAX says, happy 60th, Mark. When is your birthday? Well, it's tomorrow and it's not 60. I've not even had, I'll tell you how old I am. I've not even had my letter for a vaccine yet. Here's Madrid. Cross is decent. Goes out for a goal kick. Clearly it's not decent. Funny how the English teams with the best midfielders are the ones left in the Champions League, even though their forwards are underperforming, says Brio. And Rayan says, I'm a Liverpool fan. I would definitely keep Kabak. And Ethan says, yeah, he's been pretty solid. I'd like to keep him. He's definitely, from what I've seen, a lot of people are saying, yeah, a lot of Liverpool fans are saying keep him. I think he looked a little bit shaky when he first came in, but Vidic was a little bit like that. And he's definitely growing into the role and looking quite solid. So, fair play. Oh, well, let me just show you something. Little bit of a moment for us today. Not on this channel, although this channel could get there one day. But this came in the post today. You're all thinking, what is it now? It's not a blow-up doll. Here it is. Million gold play button from YouTube for the United stand. Very nice. You might have seen it on Instagram or Twitter, but if you are one of those subscribers on the United stand, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And it's bloody big as well. It's big and heavy. That's what she said. So very happy with that. And thanks everyone. And maybe one day we'll do it on this channel. I doubt it, but you never know. Please do subscribe, by the way. And Madrid have scored. It's Vinicius and it's Madrid. And it's 1-0. And we were just talking about Liverpool's defence looking solid. It's not looking so solid now. Vinicius through the middle. And Liverpool 1-0 down. Let's watch this back. Tony Kroos is kissing the badge. There's no one there, mate. They're all at home. But they will see it. Let's hope they remember next season. Let's have a watch of this. It's Tony Kroos and the gaps. And I tell you what, it's not Kabach's fault. It's Trent and it is Phillips. You've got to say that's down to Trent. 1-0 Madrid. It's not very good defensively for Liverpool, that. When you watch that back, that is not very good defensively at all. To be caught out like that. It's just an angled ball by Kroos. It's a Sunday League goal. A ball over the top, in between the goalkeeper and the back line. And Vinicius has timed his run. And Trent and Phillips, they haven't seen it. And it's through 1-1. You'd be very unhappy as a Liverpool fan to concede a goal like that. Very basic. But look, it's not Kabak's side, so you can't really put the blame on him. But as we've said, Real Madrid have started off very well here. And the Premier League is losing 1-0. Liverpool not been playing very well. Took it well, though, when he was through 1-on-1, but Liverpool should not be leaving a gap like that. That would not happen with Van Dijk. Somebody said it. Somebody just said, "What? It's a world-class goal." Are Real Madrid fans like that? Then any goal they score is world-class. There's nothing world-class about that goal. It was a ball over the top that Liverpool should have anticipated, that Vinicius has ran into and finished it well. I wouldn't call it a world-class goal, but well done. And I think Trent's at fault, to be honest. De Bruyne with the cross. Ooh. He's given a penalty. City have got a penalty here. They get all the bloody look. Oil money or what? What the fuck has he done here? This ref's on the take. He's on the bloody take. What's he doing? What is the referee doing here? The cross comes in. That's not a penalty for what? That's the most dodgy penalty I've ever bloody seen. The cross comes in. Chan kicks his foot out. For what? That's not a penalty. That's never a penalty. Well, that's a joke. That is an absolute joke. That is never a penalty. It's being checked on VAR. Never a penalty for me. It won't get overturned because it's not a clear and obvious error. He's going to have a look at it. No, the fact that he's going to look at it is because VAR is saying you might want to have a look at this because this is dodgy. This is not a penalty. I mean, look, if it's happened to me, let's have a look. No, never. Never. He's going to give it. That's not a penalty. There's a bit of connection on his knee, but Diaz, he's handballed it. Diaz handballs it. He handballs it. You can't give a penalty for that. You can't give a penalty for that. The fact that he's had to look at it so many times. Come on, sort yourself out. He's going to give it. No, he's not going to give it. But, oh, Vinicius nearly makes it 2-0. He's turned it around. We still booked him, though. It would have been a really dodgy penalty. He's not giving it. Justice is done. I don't mind City winning, and City will win. I just don't want them getting stuff like that. Make them win. Make them win properly. Could have been a penalty to Real Madrid there, actually. Kabak on Benzema would have been a bit soft as well. Neb said Madrid should have had a penalty. I've only seen it once, Neb. But City are turning the screw against Dortmund here at the moment. They're struggling. As are Liverpool. Both home teams are comfortable at the moment. Liverpool, no, oh God, look at the pass there from Wijnaldum. It's poor. Very poor. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're not at 350k yet. Nice little ball here to the right. And Madrid have been comfortably the better side so far in this game. No, Keita's done well. Sorry, it wasn't Diaz, it was Rodri. Toni Kroos is absolutely world class and water is wet, which apparently it isn't. But of course he is. He's a fantastic player, Toni Kroos. We've nearly got 14k watching. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Please do subscribe, bottom right hand corner if you haven't, and share the video. Let's see how high we can go these next 2 nights. Double match watch-alongs. It's a challenge, but we're up for the challenge, aren't we? I tell you what, I'm loving it. I'm loving this Champions League, and I'm not even, my club's not even in it. Something magical about the European Cup. There always has been, and I'm not one of these old timers who say, "Wow, the European Cup was better in my day." I hated the old European Cup. I've always loved the Champions League. I like the fact that you get 3 or 4 teams in from everybody's league. When it used to be one team, you get all the way to the quarterfinals and you'd be playing bloody Malmo. Like, you know, let's be honest, the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, there's, you know, the mid-table teams are better than the best of bloody Sweden. So get the best teams in it. I love it. I do love it. Yeah, but Dortmund are struggling here, as we knew they would. Another another yellow card here for I don't know whether he booked him actually. It's another foul. No Grand Theft Auto tonight, Lawrence. I did it this afternoon on Twitch. If you want to check my Grand Theft Auto streams out, they're all there. Bottom right hand, link in the video description for it. Yeah, the new United leaked kit looks good, but there was a different one last week, so you never know what to take. I'm not on 350k subscribers. I love these pedantic twats who say, you're on... Oh, it's 2. It's 2 to Madrid. It's all going La Liga's way tonight. Another defensive error by Liverpool. They're about as useless as a chocolate teapot at the moment. And they've made a massive mistake here. Let's watch this back. 2-0. 2-0 to Real Madrid. Robertson looks furious. Ramos looks happy in his glasses. All kings wear glasses. Wijnaldum's moaning at the referee. But Liverpool are in very, very deep trouble here. I wouldn't have called this. Real Madrid have been all over them like a rash. It's Kroos again. Over the ball. And it's Trent again. Oh my God. It's Trent again. You'd probably say he's down for both goals. Tries to head it back to Alisson. Asensio's quick to react. Knocks it over Alisson. And just taps it into the empty net. And it's 2-0. And Trent's at fault for both. Well, look, I'd still take him. But I think Southgate will be sat there in his waistcoat tonight saying, I'm right. Fantastic going forward. But defensively, he's like an apron. He's good going forward. He's terrible at the back. Well, I think that should be a goal for Dortmund. Oh my God, Dortmund have just scored a bloody goal. He's took it off him. They've just been robbed. What's the ref doing? He gets the bloody ball. How's that a foul? That's a goal. How is that not a goal for Dortmund? Bloody hell, the ref's having a bloody having a laugh. The ref writes it off. I can't believe it. What the hell? What's he written it off for? Unless he's offside, basically Ederson controls the ball, it bounces, and he nicks the ball. Bellingham nicks the ball. Can't review it because he blew the whistle. The ref's a bloody prat. What a joke. Watch this back in the City game. Addison takes a touch. Bellingham gets there. There's no foul. He takes the bloody ball. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. It really is a disgrace for Dortmund there. Awful. Absolutely awful. That is a joke. Football in the mud tonight. What is that referee doing? Let the bloody game go. Don't blow your whistle, you bloody idiot. Take that whistle off him. So he's blown the whistle so they can't bloody review it. Awful. Absolutely awful. It should be 1-1 and it's away goal as well. Absolutely disgraceful. If you've not seen it, the ball goes back to Ederson. He takes a touch. Bellingham runs through, sticks his toe out, knocks the ball past Ederson. Ederson kicks the foot of Bellingham and goes down like he's been shot, and the referee blows the whistle. So they can't review it. Bellingham carries on and scores, but Bellingham's made a fair tackle. It's a joke. If the referee keeps his gob shut and lets it run, they'd have to VAR review it. It's poor. It's another issue with VAR, that is. And at the other end, Foden nearly scores. Same old Paul Mark, you shouldn't be surprised, says DBX. Yeah, Liverpool are in big trouble here. 2-0 down. Deserve to be 2-0 down. But it should be 1-1 at the Etihad. A blatant goal chalked off by an incompetent referee, I'm afraid. Bellingham also got a yellow card. You couldn't write it. You really couldn't write it. It's disgraceful, really. It really is. We're 50 subscribers away from 350,000, so please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We are doing PSG Bayern tomorrow night and Chelsea Porto as well. So get involved with That's Football. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Very eventful night. Real Madrid deservedly 2-0 up against a very poor Liverpool side. And Dortmund 1-0 down to City when it should be 1-1. Awful decision. Absolutely awful. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see results like that. And you don't want to see results like... You don't want that happening to the underdog. Like, you know, if that happens to City, it's bad enough. But happening to Dortmund, they're probably not going to get anything like that. Liverpool won't have the atmosphere in the second leg to get them through, says Sean Negative Turner. I think this tie is done. Liverpool have got to score. I don't think the tie is done, but Liverpool have got to score. Absolutely dreadful. Dreadful decision by the referee. You know what he's going to do to cover his arse, though? He's going to say it was dangerous play by Bellingham. But he wins the fucking ball, so how can it be dangerous play? I thought Trent was meant to be the best right back in the... Sorry, I don't know whether he said the world there. In the world because he made a good cross against Arsenal, says Adama Traore. And Mark, have you seen what's happening to farmers in India? No, I haven't. HA Gaming. Excuse my ignorance, but I haven't watched the news recently. How much did Man City pay the ref? This is cheating. Cheating of the highest order, says... I don't know who said that, because my bloody comments is not working now. Yazza Said, thank you. Fucking tight. Getting on my tits here now. Technical issues. There we go. City not taking any chances this year in Champions League. Straight off Bayern refs. I'm going to use that. It's a foul by Casemiro. So Liverpool got a chance to put a cross in here. Apparently Jadon Sancho's put a tweet out. I'm just going to have a quick look. Let's have a look what he said. This ref needs checking. Exactly. Exactly. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? You just got to get on with it. Mark, maybe Liverpool want to do another amazing comeback in the second leg, says James Bricknell. I've got to say, I've got it wrong here, very wrong in relation to Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool have been in good form. They've beaten Wolves, they've beaten Arsenal. I thought that they would be a lot better than this. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is better than Trent, says Sean Negative Turner. Well, and that's saying a lot because I don't think Wan-Bissaka's had a very good season, but he can defend better than Trent, who I would say is at fault for both goals, really. I think if Liverpool have got a good defensive right back, they don't concede either of those goals, do they? He's probably not going to the Euros. He's out of position again here. They've really exploited Trent in this game. He's going to have to turn it around in the second half. But, you know, realistically with Liverpool as well, let's not forget. We've got 1 minute to be added on here. I do feel for Dortmund. We'll be talking about both games at half-time, but let's not forget with Liverpool, if they were to get knocked out, they're still not in the top four in the in the Premier League as well. So it's very, very interesting how it could play out. We will see. Trent is the biggest false image ever seen. The corner taken quickly. Origi gave him a career, says Ethan cleverly. Mark, maybe... Yeah, we've done that one as well. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. We're very close to 350k. We're 20 away, so please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. But we're about to hit half-time here. And it's a fantastic half for Real Madrid. Can't argue about that. Real Madrid firmly in front, and deservedly so. And that is half-time. I cannot say anything more about that. Let's stop the clock, in fact. In relation to the other game, a joke. An absolute joke. An absolute joke. It is. I mean, look, I've seen it. I've seen it enough. But in the story of the half is this. Liverpool 2-0 down to Real Madrid. I don't think anybody could argue with that. I don't think even Liverpool fans could argue with that. Both goals probably down to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Certainly the second one. But you can't argue with Asensio and Vinicius Jr. And the balls by Cruz caused the problems both times. So Real Madrid firmly in front and deserve to be in front at the moment. That game I don't think you can argue with. Liverpool need a very big kick up the backside. In the other game, a fantastic goal by Manchester City with De Bruyne putting them in front. They were then given a penalty, which was overturned quite rightly, thankfully. And then the worst decision we're probably going to see of the Champions League knockout stage. Ball goes back to Ederson. Bad control. It bounces. Bellingham sticks his foot out, knocks the ball past Ederson, who follows through and kicks Bellingham. Actually fouls Bellingham. If Bellingham goes down, that's a red card for bloody Ederson. No one thinking about that. People trying to justify it's a foul by bloody Bellingham. Bellingham knocks the ball past Ederson, who kicks Bellingham's foot, goes down like he's been shot, and the referee blows the whistle for the foul on Ederson. Bellingham carries on, knocks it into an empty net, picks up a yellow card. The actual true story is Bellingham does nothing wrong, knocks the ball out the way, and it's Ederson who kicks Bellingham. It's, you know, actually Bellingham is the one who's fouled. It's a clear goal, but it can't be given and it can't be reviewed because the referee has blown his whistle and stops the game. So it can't be reviewed because he's blown the whistle before the ball's in the back of the net. And this happened, I think, to Jack Grealish at the start of the season for Villa against Palace. It's a bloody joke. We're in March now and referees are blowing up for things. Let the game run. You might, you know, where are they being taught? It's a bloody disgrace. I understand the rule. I understand why the goal can't be given, but the referee has just stopped a legitimate goal in a Champions League quarter-final, which is for the underdog, and it's an away goal. Man City have got away with that. It's a disgrace, and the referee needs checking. We are in March. We're in the second year. Is it the second or third year of VAR being used? And a referee he's literally just had one 5 minutes ago. He's given a penalty when it wasn't. You know, maybe let the game flow a bit before starting making stupid decisions. And within a couple of minutes, he's gone and done it again. And that goal cannot now be given. It's a legit goal. It can't be given because he's blown the whistle. You've got to be 100% sure that Bellingham has fouled Ederson. And you're wrong, mate. Well, I thought I was 100% sure. I tell you what. You might think, well, I'm not going to say that. But you know what? The reality is, you might go out for a night out And you might find a girl that you really like, and you might get home and you might find out they're not a girl. How sure are you? So, you know, at the end of the day, you're not right. So don't blow your whistle. You're not a robot. You're not Terminator. You can't bloody determine heat maps and everything like that. You think Ederson... Well, I thought Ederson was fouled. He bloody wasn't fouled. That's why you're meant to let the bloody game go. Why don't linesmen put their flag up when they think it's offside? They let the game go. They let the game go. Let the game go. Because you're wrong, mate. You've just cost Dortmund a very important goal as underdogs and an away goal as that. And you booked a lad for not doing anything wrong. Poor refereeing. I mean, look, you know, we can all do the jokes about Man City. Of course we can do the jokes about Man City and say that they bought the referee. There's no evidence of that. But the referee is incompetent. Absolutely incompetent. Well, we've got the same birthday then tomorrow, haven't we, me and Thogden? Just off topic, can you do a video? Oh, we're not going off topic, Shannock. What crap's this from Shannock? Can you do a video where you show a day in the life of God? What? Do you think I want to talk about a day in the life of Goldbridge? Now, pick your moment, Shannock. Bloody hell. Goldbridge calmed down. Bellingham went studs up. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Studs up. He's stretching for the bloody ball. He's not gone studs up. Studs up. There's always somebody who tries to ruin it, isn't there? Studs up. That's the referee's excuse. He hasn't gone studs up. He's gone to get the bloody ball. You know, when a ball's bouncing, you can't go under the ball. You've got to use the sole of your foot. That's a load of crap, that is. That is a load of crap. But look, the decision's been given. We can't do anything about that. And, you know, we've just got to get on with it, I suppose. But very, very, very disappointing in that sense. And look, Dortmund were always the underdog anyway. At least they didn't get the penalty. That would have been the biggest joke there. So it remains 1-0 to Man City, but 2-0 in the other game as well. I'm just checking out and seeing what's been said there. Haaland's getting no service tonight. The same would happen at United, so I agree we go for a CDM and a centre-back, says Ben Thornton. Hey, if you know, you know, Ben. Haaland's been very quiet because he needs the service. Hi, also, Mark, the ref had to look at about 5 times to see if City's penalty should have overturned when it was so obviously useless, says Jordan Such. He's a crap referee. That's what he is. Reece Johnson says the Bellingham decision was a disgrace. Just you know what it is? In that situation, now, in that situation, if I'm being serious, imagine that had happened to City and not Dortmund. If it happens the other way round, what you want the referee to do is what the linesmen have been told to do. Even if you think they're 10 yards offside, even when they are 10 yards offside, the right linesman doesn't put his flag up. He lets it go just in case by some miracle he's missed something. The referee should do the same. Let it go. Let it go and then review it afterwards. Because if Bellingham scores and the referee says, I think it's a foul, and VAR says, you might want to have a look, and then he looks at it and he says, I think it's a foul, then we can all slate him and go, how the hell has he done that? But by blowing the whistle, you've ruined that opportunity. Winners of the Champions League, Mark, I think City. I think they've got a lot of things going for them at the moment, Jack. It won't matter when City end up winning 3-0. Well, that Leatherface, it will matter, won't it? Because if they 3-0 and 3-1 is very different, because an away goal means if you win 2-0, you're through. So it's like scoring 2 goals, isn't it? So that's not actually correct at the end of the day. So you're wrong on that. Should never sleep on Madrid in the Champions League. Experience goes a long way and no team has more than they do, and it's showing, says Fresh Cut Grass. Well, I mean, you say that, but I thought that Man City tore him a new one last year, didn't they? So I do think that they're vulnerable. Please subscribe, by the way. We're very near to 350k. Bottom right-hand corner to do that. And we will be live for both games tomorrow. I've got Man City, Dortmund on the small screen, and I've got Real Madrid, Liverpool on the big screen. Really enjoyed that first half. Both games exceeding expectations in some ways. I thought Man City would win quite comfortably. And I actually thought that Liverpool would win quite comfortably. But Real Madrid have definitely turned up here and totally deserve that result so far. Dortmund, very unlucky not to be 1-1. Very good goal by Man City. I don't want to take anything away from that. It was a fantastic goal by Manchester City. Really, really good. But it should be 1-1. I think that Dortmund have been robbed there to a certain extent. Mark, do you think Liverpool will make the comeback after half time? Liverpool have got to score second half. I think Real Madrid look like they can. The problem with Liverpool is most teams look like they'll score against them. You can't not score in this game. You've got to score. Liverpool have got to score in this game. And it's the same for Dortmund, which is why it's so hard for Dortmund, because they should have scored. But it's not been given. The ref looks like a little twat, to be honest with you. But there you go. I've said my bit. And he will be more than happy with that. We've hit 350k subscribers. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Remember, everyone's welcome here. Even the 4 or 5 City fans that have only started supporting them tonight and are saying cry more. I don't think anyone gets wound up by City fans. I mean, try it. You may as well keep trying it. But I don't think anybody actually does get wound up by you. But you've got to try it, I suppose. So fair play, and you're very, very welcome. To be honest, I think Tottenham will beat Man United. Not interested in that. We've got a game in the Europa League on Thursday, which you haven't. So we'll deal with that one first. How about the assist from Alexander-Arnold on the Asensio goal? Headed the ball right into his path, says David Nardiello. You know what? I would say that I still would take Trent to the Euros, because I think going forward he's fantastic. But defensively, he is a bit of an issue, isn't he? He really is a bit of an issue. I don't think anybody's wound up. I think we're talking about the referee. I don't think anyone's really seriously mentioned Manchester City at all. We're talking about the referee. And I mean, if you're a Man City fan saying cry more or this, that and the other, you're basically owning the fact that the referee's a cheat, and you're owning the story that Man City are cheats. I don't think no one said anything about Man City. What people are saying is that Dortmund are the underdogs in this game. They've had a legitimate goal taken off them. And when you're playing someone like Man City, you don't need those advantages going to City, and you don't need a bad referee. We're talking about the referee. Nobody said anything about Pep or Edison or anything like that. We're talking about the referee. So, I don't really know why you're trying to get in the conversation, but I suppose that's what you do, isn't it? You try to get into conversations because you're never in a conversation. Haaland is going to Man City, but everyone's talking about Chelsea and United and Real Madrid and Barcelona. You might win a quadruple, but people are more interested in, who United are going to buy in the summer or what's going on at Liverpool, because you try to get into a conversation, but no one's really taken any notice of you. So it's like, I understand why you're doing it, but you're going to it's going to take you a very long time for anyone to really listen to you, I'm afraid. Manchester always red and always has been. Well, I don't really care about that sort of stuff, to be honest with you. These aren't City fans who have been on the bandwagon. They won't know who Sean Goater is, and they won't know who David Brightwell is, and they won't know who Paul Dickoff is. They won't have a bloody clue. No Uniteds. Dortmund robbed, Bellingham fouled, disgrace, says Jeremy. Yes, I'm more than happy to talk about the Bellingham thing because he was robbed. I'm not getting involved in anything to do with silly little club rivalries. Marcus Jr. says, no one is bothered by City fans. It's funny. How do you think Chelsea will get on tomorrow, Mark? You've got to be careful. You got beat by West Brom on the weekend. And West Brom, Porto are better than West Brom. So look, of course I think Chelsea should win that game, and I think they will win it over 2 legs. I still think Liverpool are going to win this over 2 legs. Look, call me, whatever. I still think Liverpool will win this over 2 legs, but they're going to have to work hard in the second half. But back to Chelsea, I think Chelsea will come through that, but you just don't know. As you saw at the weekend, one dodgy decision by a referee, a red card, and a game can change. And I think Bellingham's been fantastic, by the way. One of the best players on the pitch. But Marketing James says, for Trent's sake, I think he should play as a right midfielder. Well, there's always been that feeling that he might evolve into that, hasn't there? But we will see. A few City fans are saying we actually got a little bit lucky there. I'm a 90% about what? I don't know what I'm meant to be 90% about. I'm not doing a no rules game on FIFA. Yeah, I did do Grand Theft Auto this afternoon, so I won't be doing it tonight. It's back tomorrow night at about 10:30. But I did an episode this afternoon. It was very good. I enjoyed it, actually. Some good missions on there. The mission last night where I had to move the bloody lorry freights, that was boring as fuck, to be honest with you. New Zealand and Australia have quarantine travel bubble now. Hope the world catches up soon, says Mark Perellas. I mean, look, fingers crossed, in the UK, for the first time in ages, we seem to be doing quite well. But we will see. We'll see what happens with it. But, yeah, it's going quite well at the moment. And hopefully that will continue. Yeah, well done to Real Madrid. I'll put my hands up and say a very, very good half. I'm looking forward to the second half. So really enjoyed it. So thanks everyone who's for tuning in and getting involved. Some big talking points, but you know the biggest talking point really is that Real Madrid have been fantastic. From minute one, they've been fantastic. I can't really think of Liverpool doing anything. So, you know, will he get Firmino back on for Jota? Maybe. I fancy Man City probably will take this game away from Liverpool, to be honest with you. But, from Dortmund. But, you know, I predicted they would win 3-0 anyway. So, you know, of course I'd like Dortmund to win, but I don't fancy it to happen. Anyway, players are coming out for the second half. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We are going to do the same again tomorrow night and next week. The Champions League double headers. I mean, you know, just very, very quickly, I do think that the Champions League do miss a trick. Why could they not kick off one of these games at like 6 o'clock and one of them at 8 o'clock? Because I'd love to sit and watch both these games independently. So, Ricky, I'm not reading, just because you do a super chat, I'm not reading it out. Because, you know, imagine that. I don't read every super chat out just because you made a contribution. Because you could say something vulgar. So stop asking it. Not going to read it. Simple as that. Bellingham has to go to the Euros. He's world class, says John Rice. Well, I don't think he can be world class at 17, but he's a very, very good player. I do like him. And as we said, a little bit unlucky there. The referee will think he's right. Of course he will. But, you know, I think a lot of people think he's wrong. He looks like he thinks he's right at everything, doesn't he? God, I'd hate to live with him. As a Villa fan, I think you're brilliant. You back on FIFA tomorrow, says Paul Farmer. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And let's hope that Jack Grealish is going to the Euros. Not only going to the Euros, I'd start him at the Euros. But I have got this nagging doubt that he's going to leave Grealish out. And I know that rhymes. I'm not going to do a rap. But I do have this nagging doubt that he might do it. And I really hope that he doesn't. But we will see. Anyway, second half's about to kick off here. In both games. Let's see what drama we get in the second half. Liverpool need to score. Dortmund need a goal to have any chance. They've got to score. But Haaland, very, very quiet, as we know. So let's see what happens. Timer's up on the screen as well. In fact, that just reminds me. I'm just going to put a tweet out. That's out, so you can check it out on @MarkGoldbridge if you want. Okay, second half. Let's see what happens then. I'm gonna make you holler. Do you think Liverpool will get back into it? They're going to have to be fair, Liverpool 2-1 wouldn't be a bad result. But 3-0, you're out. I'm sorry. No, look like Marnie did the foul there, but apparently not. McDonald's or Burger King? I'd probably say Burger King. Yeah, I've gone off McDonald's recently, to be honest with you. I just find it a little bit processed. Oh, God, don't break your bloody badge. Don't break your gold play button. Let's have a little stretch. Oh, yeah, give us a follow on Twitch if you're into the Grand Theft Auto stuff. There's a few episodes up on there to catch up with, but I did do one this afternoon, one last night at about 10:30. I think I'll do one tomorrow at 10:30. So give us a follow on Twitch. Links in the video description. Thanks everyone who's been tuning in, by the way. And yeah, I'm looking forward to PSG Bayern Munich tomorrow. Which way do you think it's going to go? Which way do you think it's going to go? I think that I'm really hoping that Bayern smash PSG, because I don't think PSG are that good. And if PSG beat Bayern, I think it's an English team winning the Champions League. Probably Man City. I think Bayern Munich are the only hope that they're so good. Haaland had his chance there. He fought his way through strong. And he missed. It was a good save by Edison, actually. How are you, Mark? Been watching only the Liverpool game. How is Haaland and Dortmund playing? Heard they got a goal chalked off, says Vignesh. Well, it was a goal. It was definitely a goal. In my opinion. Haaland's had a very quiet first half, but he's just had a chance there. Should have probably scored, to be fair. Liverpool have got a free kick. Yeah, you got to move on. I don't think it was a foul by Bellingham. I thought it was a goal. I think the referee gets it wrong. Even if it was a foul, just play it on and then check it on VAR. Don't blow your whistle on something you can't be sure of. And he got it wrong, and he should have checked it. But it's gone. You've got to move on. It was a foul. That's that. The law, the rule book will say, the history will say it was a foul. You've got to move on. You know, worst thing you can do in competitive sport is dwell on an injustice. I think one of the biggest injustices I remember was also against Real Madrid, actually. It was when Nani got sent off for straight red. We were beating, it was Sir Alex Ferguson's last Champions League campaign, and we were beating Real Madrid at Old Trafford. And this Turkish referee, this Turkish prat, he wasn't a Turkish delight, he was a Turkish prat. He sent Nani off. And we're down to 10 men. I remember Sir Alex Ferguson coming onto the touchline, getting the crowd up. There was a massive sense of injustice. Mourinho made a couple of substitutions and just took the game away from us tactically. Took it away from us good, and we got emotional. We tried to use that injustice to spur us on, and it's a dangerous thing to do. You know, you've got to play the game. You just got to play the game and not get emotional. Dortmund on the attack here. They've won a corner. Favourite all-time wrestler, Papa? I like Bret the Hitman Hart and Shawn Michaels. Good run here by Wijnaldum. Jota's going to shoot, is he? Good run. Oh, he gets stuck under his feet. Salah! I think he's offside. I think he's offside. I think he knows he's offside. Well, no, he's not. He's pointing at Klopp. Salah has scored. Jota did not connect on the shot very well. We'll have to wait and see here. I think he's offside here, Salah. Wijnaldum shoots. Oh, he's on. He's definitely on. You can tell by the line of the pitch. It's 2-1. He's onside. You can tell by the grass pattern. He's definitely on. Well, that's a very, very good goal. It's a very big goal, sorry, for Liverpool. They're checking it on VAR, but if the grass pattern is straight, that's a goal. It can't not be a goal. Watch the grass pattern. Yeah, he's on. You can tell he's on. You can look at the grass. Look at the grass. Look at the line. Look at the line. Look at the grass line. That's 2-1. I'm confident. That was Jose Mourinho's team, right? That was a horrible injustice. I remember watching that game and tearing my hair out. Good goal for Liverpool, says Vignesh. It's a very big goal for Liverpool, and he is onside as well. I mean, Jota probably should have scored himself, but very, very big goal for Liverpool, that. 2-1. What did I say at half-time? I don't get excited with Liverpool in the Champions League. You can never write them off. You've got people saying, don't write Real Madrid off in the Champions League. And I'm like, yeah, 6 fucking times Liverpool have won it. And I've witnessed 2 of them. I nearly witnessed 3 2 years later in 2007. They're, don't write Liverpool off. And they've got an away goal now. 2-1's not a bad result for Liverpool. Yeah, no, Madrid have won it 13 times. I couldn't give a shit about Madrid. Liverpool are Man United's biggest rival, and I'm telling you, I couldn't give a shit about Madrid because you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying people at half time are saying, "Don't write Real Madrid off in the European Cup," and I'm like, yeah, Liverpool are my biggest rival as a United fan. I ain't writing Liverpool off. If you don't want to write Madrid off, that's fine. I'm going to stick to not writing Liverpool off because I've seen Liverpool in the Champions League, what they can do, and I couldn't give 2 shits about what Madrid do and whether I should write them off because I don't see Madrid as a major rival for United. I see Liverpool as a major rival. I want Madrid to beat Liverpool. That's why I'm not going to write Liverpool off. Madrid need to get their arse together though because they were very good in the first half and that goal right at the start of the second half changes the complexity of the game. The away goal is huge, says Heads Up. It is. Big Flopper says that makes no sense. Well, if it doesn't make any sense, I can't explain it to you. What I'm saying is I don't want Liverpool to win. So when people are saying don't write Real Madrid off, I'm not thinking about Real Madrid because I want Real Madrid to win. Have you never been in this situation where you don't write off the team that you don't want to win because you're worried about them coming back? So when people are saying don't write Real Madrid off, I'm not thinking about Real Madrid because I'm worried about Liverpool because they're my biggest rival as a United fan. So I'm not going to write Liverpool off because I've seen them win Champions Leagues when I didn't want them to. So I think we're getting lost in semantics here. What I'm saying is I couldn't give 2 shits about Real Madrid's Champions League record because I want Real Madrid to win, but I don't want Liverpool to win. I'm more concerned about Liverpool's record in the Champions League than I am in Real Madrid's. Now, if you don't understand that, then that's a personal thing for me. But I don't care about Real Madrid's record. And also, Real Madrid are winning. Why would I write off a team that's winning? They're not winning. Maybe if Liverpool come back and win 4-2, the statement of don't write Real Madrid off is really important. But why would you write Real Madrid off when they're winning 2-0? Don't even understand what we're having a conversation about here. What? Ooh, that's got to be a foul there. Yellow card for Thiago. He's only just come on. He picks up a lot of yellow cards. He does pick up a lot of yellow cards, doesn't he? Thanks, Alfie. Hi, Mark. Hope you're well. Most underrated Champions League winners of 2010 into 2010, in my opinion, says Charlie. No. I mean, I was very happy that Inter won it that year, but they were boring as fuck, weren't they, really? God. I mean, that was Mourinho in his prime. Burning people, wasn't he? Really was Mourinho in his prime part of the bus stage. Thanks everyone who's tuned in, by the way. I want Real Madrid to win, and I think any Liverpool fan watching won't give a shit that I want Real Madrid to win. They'll probably quite enjoy that I want Real Madrid to win because the rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United is a proper rivalry. You would never want Liverpool to win. And we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. If the Champions League final ended up being Liverpool and Man City win it and they get the treble, that's probably the only time in my life I'd want Liverpool to win. And even then, I'm thinking it through. Is it more important that Liverpool stop City winning a treble? You know. But, you know, Liverpool fans know, United fans know. That's the rivalry. Still 1-0 in the Man City Dortmund game. Madrid on the attack here. I thought I was going in from Benzema. Just blocked. Madrid finding their form again here. After a bit of a, I wouldn't say it was a shaky start. It's just Liverpool scored. It's going to shoot from there. Another good block. Thiago came on for Naby Keita. He's not really hit the heights, has he? Am I going to the pub on Monday, Pranshoot? I don't think I'm going on Monday. I think I'm going Friday. Because you can't just walk to the pub. You've got to book a meal. So yeah. Benzema's played well, Michael Collins. I mean, Benzema, is he underrated? Probably. I've never underrated him. I think, I go back to what Ronaldo said about him a few years ago. I wouldn't have half the goals I have if it wasn't for the work that Benzema did. He's a very unselfish number 9. I mean, he scores a lot of goals, but he's a very good number 9. He's a very good team number 9. I haven't had the vaccine yet, no. Haaland's having a quiet game. Well, he could have scored, but, lack of service. He's just laid it off very, very nicely there. I really would love Dortmund to get an away goal. Even if they lose 2-1, I just feel they deserve an away goal. Big up Sam Johnston, who has more assists than Thiago this season, says Ben Thornton. How am I not verified? God knows. Oh, here we go. I tell you what, there's been a lot of players slipping here today. Yes. Marginally offside there. Mahrez. Pray for DMX, says Pisco. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? He's in a vegetative state, isn't he? After the heart attack. Half an hour to go in both games. Who do we think? I mean, I don't think Liverpool would. I think if you're Klopp, of course you want to get another goal, but I think if you're Klopp, you'd probably come out of this game. You'd probably take 2-1 at the moment. Because although there's no fans in the ground, I think teams still play it as a home and away game, don't they? It's really weird. I don't know whether you've noticed that yourself. Ooh, Kroos just over the bar from the edge of the box there. Yeah, I don't know whether you've noticed it yourself, but it's almost like teams do. This game's been like a Real Madrid home game, and even though there's no crowds in the ground, games are played a little bit like that, aren't they? Free kick here for Dortmund right on the edge of the box. I didn't see what the foul was all about, actually, but let's see what happens with it. Royce is on it. Stones committed the foul. I didn't see it. Some people are saying it wasn't a foul, but I will give you the update on the free kick. I'm just have a sip of my water here. Yeah, rest in peace to Paul Ritter. Friday night dinner. I only really watched it last night, and not last night, last year. Let's watch what happens with this free kick. watching two games here. Into the wall. And wide it goes from the goal kick. Love a bit of squirrel. Yeah, it's only like 54, but the sad thing is, I think the mother of the mother had died anyway, but they would have carried on doing it, but you can't carry on doing it now. So that's the end of that. Rainer's come on for Dortmund. Good young American. And Liverpool coming forward again. And Jota should have shot himself there. Don't know why he didn't shoot. He's gone for a corner. Why does Jota not shoot here? Gets it back from Robertson. He's always looking to make the pass there, to be fair. Corner to Liverpool. Cross comes in. Caught by the keeper. You know what? Somebody just said it in the live comments there, and I agree. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This could be it. This should be 3. Oh, Trent there. I tell you what, that should be 3-1 to Madrid. They've got a 2v1. Asensio's just got to slip it into Vinicius. It's a simple pass. And Trent sticks his foot out and stops the pass. He's got to make this pass, Asensio. And to be fair, Trent's defensive play there is very, very good, because if Vinicius is in one-on-one, edge of the box, that's game over. Well, it's 3-1. It could be tie over. Benzema played the pass, yes. Would I take Asensio at United half? I've never been a big fan of Asensio and Isco. I know like people talk about them, oh, they're brilliant. But they've been talking about them being brilliant for years. And if they're that brilliant, why don't... Oh, it's in! He's got it anyway! Vinicius makes it 3-1. Alisson with the mistake this time. They should have put the game to bed before that. They have put the game to bed now. And it's 3-1. And also Man City nearly just scored as well. From Foden, from a cutback. Straight at the keeper's legs. But it's 3-1 in Madrid. Vamos, says Sean Dyche. Vamos! It's 3-1 to Real Madrid. I think it's a keeping error. I think it's a keeping error here. And my score prediction was that Liverpool would win 3-1. I mean, they should have had it's Modric. It's a first time hit. Alisson's got to save that. It's straight at him, really. He's got to save this. It's not even a good shot. Terrible goalkeeping by Alisson. How many more mistakes? How many more mistakes are Liverpool fans going to put up with him making in big games? And it's Vinicius 3-1. Well, I got the score prediction right. I just got it the wrong way round. Madrid have just been too good. Way too good. Oh, God, it could have been 4 there. If I was Madrid, 25 minutes to go, the way this game is going, don't sit back. Get the 4th goal and kill the tie. Because I'm telling you, if Liverpool get another one, second leg's a totally different game. Madrid have got to keep their foot on the pedal here. Because if they don't, they're opening themselves up. La Liga is better than the Premier League. You might want to look where Liverpool are in the league at the moment, mate, and look where Atletico Madrid are. Chelsea beat them, so I don't agree with you on that one. We'll see who wins the Champions League. It won't be a Spanish club, but you know, let's carry it on. I'm like that. Who wins in a semi-final between Madrid and Chelsea? I think Madrid would do them easily. Says Fresh Cut Grass. Chelsea don't have the attack to hurt them, in my opinion. Well, we may well be seeing that. Well, we will see that. We will see that. Well, we might not see that. But if Madrid can beat Liverpool and they can beat Chelsea, then you know what? Time to put a bit of respect to La Liga. But I mean, La Liga's going to come back anyway. I mean, I'm only talking about right here, right now. Madrid won the Champions League 3 years in a row. For most of my life, La Liga has dominated world football. I just think at the moment the Premier League is better than La Liga. But if Madrid beat Liverpool, which they are, and they beat Chelsea, and then they beat City and they win it, then I'd have to say, you know what? But if they could do that as well, what I will say about Madrid and Barcelona is I don't think they're anywhere near the levels they should be, but they will be. They will get back because that's what they do. And remember, Real Madrid are doing this without Varane and Ramos. That is big. And I know Liverpool fans are going to jump in and say, well, we've not had any centre-backs all season, but you're probably right there, to be fair. Look, it's been impressive by Madrid, I've got to say. They look better than they did in the knockout stage last year when Man City were just much better than them, to be fair. Anyway, at least Gary in Stoke is celebrating in his full kit. He'll be loving this. The Madridistas, or whatever they're called, in Norwich and Stoke, they'll be loving it. 20 minutes to go. Still 1-0 in the Man City Dortmund game. I mean, Dortmund have actually made it a... It's interesting, isn't it? I think the Champions League is so intriguing as well because, I really thought that Man City would dominate Dortmund more than they have done. And it's a panicking time. It is a panicky time for Liverpool because they're in the same boat as Chelsea tomorrow night. I feel like it's Liverpool and Chelsea for fourth spot in the Champions League qualification next year. And if they don't get that fourth spot, they're probably going to be in the Europa League. So the Champions League is still very important to them. Klopp out, says watching Riley Reid. That substitution here in the Liverpool-Madrid game. Mark, so by your logic, you're telling us second place Man United would beat La Liga's best third. Laugh me out, you're on something, says James Cook. James, the fact that you called James Cook and you're defending La Liga, this is the problem. I've got no problem with anybody supporting Madrid and Barcelona, but I do get very suspicious of people called James Cook who are defending La Liga over the Premier League. It just doesn't make much sense to me. Probably from Stoke, but Real Madrid are probably the biggest club in the world. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. As somebody said before, 13 European Cups. I mean, to be honest, Real Madrid's most impressive period was the 60s, and I know a lot about the 60s, not because I was born then, I'm not that old, but obviously United, 58, Madrid were a great team around that time, and that was the team that United's young Busby Babes were looking to overthrow. And there's a great story about Madrid and after the Munich tragedy, offering us up some players and things like that. So, look, Real Madrid's a great football club, of course it is. There's no doubt about that. And therefore, they're probably the biggest club in the world. You get overprotective about your own clubs, but Real Madrid are probably the biggest club in the world. We saw that with, one of my favourite players ever, Ronaldo. Unfortunately, you have to live with that. He left our club because he wanted to. His dream was to play for Real Madrid. I don't want to compare Cristiano Ronaldo with Declan Rice, but it's the same sort of thing. A lot of United fans would want Declan Rice to come to United. I know for a fact that Declan Rice wants to go to Chelsea. Doesn't mean he won't come to United, but if Chelsea want him and they pay for him, they'll get him. Sometimes you've got to deal with that. But with Ronaldo, that was hard because he was, fantastic player for United. We were winning Champions Leagues. He was winning Ballon d'Ors, and he wanted to play for Real Madrid because a lot of players grow up doing that. They want to play for Real Madrid. And as I said, even if Liverpool come back in this game and knock Madrid out, or if Chelsea knock them out, or Bayern beat them in the final or whatever, I don't think this Real Madrid side is anywhere near where it should be. And I don't think Barcelona is anywhere near it should be. But they will be, because the way they run their football clubs are far better, certainly better than the way my clubs run. You know, presidential elections, their focus is to be the best team in the world. That's what they want to be. And they will get there. Man City Dortmund game, very equal at the moment. You just feel that City will do the job. How many times has City this season won 2-0? Here's Foden, lovely run by Foden. I mean, how many times this season have City done that? 2 goals, clean sheet, job done. But Liverpool will be pissed off with this, because defensively they've not been good today. You've got to be good in the Champions League. It's not 4-1, it's 3-1. You've got to be good in the Champions League defensively, and Liverpool really, Alisson should do better on the 3rd goal. Trent should do better on both the other goals. Maybe Phillips on the first one as well. No service for Haaland at all, says Nikhil. And yet United want to buy him. Benzema's a fantastic player, Gabby. We were talking about him before. But Madrid, the thing about this game is that Madrid have been the better team by a very long way. 3-1 probably doesn't do it justice. It's probably a 3-0, really. Madrid have got to get out. As I said, if I was Madrid this next 15 minutes, I'd be looking for that killer goal. 4-1, it's over. 3-1, it's probably over. But 4-1, it's over. And Liverpool have just drifted back into this. You know, I thought they might have. I actually thought with the wins against Wolves and Arsenal, they'd moved past this inconsistency, but they're back to it today. Kathy says, I want Dortmund to score. I think we all want Dortmund to score, just because that goal should have been given. But 1-0's not a bad result for them. But the trouble is, 2-1's a better result. It's the away goal thing. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League? Says Samuel Hill. I do think it's going to be Man City. I hate to say it, but I do think it will be them. Thanks, Hadi. I do need a stretch. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Everybody's welcome here. Some good topics, as per usual, and I've enjoyed keeping an eye on 2 games. We'll be doing the same tomorrow. PSG Bayern, Chelsea Porto. I've actually quite enjoyed keeping an eye on both. It's... I just realised Sterling didn't start. God, it must be amazing to have that sort of depth. Is he injured, Sterling, then? This is the thing about Man City. You forget the sheer quality they've got. I totally forgot Sterling played for them, because they've got De Bruyne, Foden, Mahrez, Silva, and Aguero and Jesus aren't even on the pitch. I'll tell you what, though. One thing you might... Mark, did you see the new leaked United kits? Yeah, I'm getting confused by all the leaks, though, because it's now black, and last week it was dark blue. Traditionally, Real Madrid do end the season well, though. I mean, if you remember when Ronaldo was there, people used to say, Ronaldo's finished because he wasn't scoring goals in the autumn. Along comes spring, and Ronaldo hits form, and Real Madrid win the Champions League. So Real Madrid are very good at timing their form. I wouldn't be surprised if they won La Liga again, because they won it last year, didn't they? No, Sterling's on the bench. Okay. Madrid, Barca, Bayern are great clubs, but playing against the likes of City, United, Chelsea, Leicester, Liverpool, Arsenal, Everton, West Ham every week, they will burn out, but they attract big names and run well, says Varron. Yeah, I mean, look, La Liga's been a boring league for a long time. I'd say over 50% of that league, you can just turn up in 3rd gear. Bayern Munich, same. You know, PSG the same normally, although they're not top now. The Premier League is the most competitive league in the world, and it is the best league in the world at the moment. I still believe that will be proved in the Champions League final and the Europa League final. Unfortunately, in the Champions League final with teams I don't want to win it. I would love Real Madrid to win this Champions League because it means Man City and Liverpool won't. So, anybody who thinks that I don't want that to happen, I bloody do. I just don't think it will. Sean Negative Turner, apart from Leeds, Liverpool have got to be the worst defending champions in history. It's lovely to see some players wanting to leave, says Sean Negative Turner. I think they're just burnt out at Liverpool. I think they've burnt themselves out. But look, the thing is, Pep Guardiola's done a great job at evolving his team. He doesn't like a right back, he gets a new right back. He doesn't like a goalkeeper, he gets a new goalkeeper. I wonder how many wives has he had? He's like Henry VIII. I think he's only had one, to be fair. It's surprising because he does rotate and he does build. I think with Liverpool, they're not really. And I'm not being a contradiction here. I used to say it a couple of years ago when they were good. I don't understand how Liverpool have been able to basically pick the same team for the last 3 years and never really had any injury problems. They don't have great depth, Liverpool. All right, they might have an Oxlade-Chamberlain and they've got a Shaqiri, but they're not got the depth of a Man City or even a PSG or a Bayern Munich. So maybe this was inevitable with Liverpool, really, that they did a great job for 2 years, but it was never going to be sustainable because the players would burn out, I suppose. In my football manager career, Sean Dyche won the 2022 World Cup with England, says Nicholas. Fantastic. Is it over if it stays 3-1? Well, it's not over if it stays 3-1. Real Madrid will be very, very big favourites. If it goes 4-1, it's over. 3-1, Real Madrid are massive favourites. Keita's shocking. He's not on the pitch, mate. He's been off. He came off at half time. But yeah, one of the big things, somebody just spoke about the midfield for Madrid. They've rolled back the years again. Modric, Casemiro and Kroos. They've just ran that midfield today. Chelsea and Ajax to win both European competitions, says Sean Negative Turner. I wouldn't write Chelsea off. I think people are writing Chelsea off because they lost one game. I wouldn't write Chelsea off at all. I don't know why people are writing them off. They're going to be the underdogs. Of course they are. But I wouldn't write them off with the squad that they've got. And they've got a manager there who is tactically astute. If they were managed by Lampard, I'd say they wouldn't win it. But with that manager and that squad, you never know with Chelsea. They're not going to. I don't think Chelsea are going to turn up and win it by destroying everybody, but they could grind it out. Mark Bain will destroy Man City if they play because the system of Bayern is better than the City one. I hope you're right, Oliver H. That's probably going to be the semi-final, isn't it? That's put a cat amongst the pigeons. People are saying Chelsea got no chance. I think Real Madrid could kill this game. I really do think they should go for it. If I was Real Madrid and I was Zidane, I'd really, 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 really go for it. Because 4-1, it's over. The trouble with 3-2 is it's like 2-0. And Liverpool have got an away goal. But it's like 3-2. It's like 3-0 because it's like 2-0. Because if Liverpool score in the first 5 minutes of the second tie, 3-2, you're shitting yourself. So this 3-1 looks great. It looks great on paper and it's really good. But what I'm saying is if Liverpool score in the first 15 minutes at Anfield, you're suddenly like, oh fuck, what do we do? We've got to open up a bit. Shaved my bum hair today, says Chronic. Thanks for that super chat. I remember that one. Yeah, FIFA Career Mode is back tomorrow. 10 minutes to go in each game. I mean, look, the Liverpool-Madrid second half has been a lot better, although Man City are looking like they might get the second goal. It'd be so Manchester City to win this 2-0. All season they've been at it like this. Here's Trent. And that's going to go out there. Haaland's getting frustrated. This is what it'd be like for him at Man United. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Trent gets a yellow card. We've gone past 350k today, which is fantastic because we were aiming for that before the Euros. So to do it the first week back is fantastic. And remember, we will be live tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow. Do you shave your bum hair? Chronic, why are you interested in people's bum hair? I would never do that. I can't see what I'm doing, and I'm not putting a mirror there. Disgusting. Even my arse would make me throw up. Have you changed your mind on Tuchel? Says Rohan. I'd love to know how to pronounce his name. Is it Tuchel or Tuchel? I haven't changed my mind on him. What I said about Tuchel is he's a good coach, but he won't. I think he'll be sacked within 18 months because he won't. I don't think he'll win Chelsea the league, and that's what you've got to do. Roman sacks people who win FA Cups, so I think he will. I think he will. I don't think he will be able to stop Pep at the end of the day. And Dortmund have scored, and it's Marco Reus. Get in! It's 1-1. Justice served on toast. Rolls Royce has made it 1-1. They deserve that. They deserve it. That is what they deserve. Put it on your toast. It's not jam on toast, it's justice on toast. And it's Marco Reus. That's what you came here for. Brap, brap, brap. Watch this. I think it's Bellingham with the pass, isn't it? Into Haaland. Lovely ball into Reus. And he took it so well. It's an R1 finesse finish. Lovely by Bellingham and Haaland. And Marco Reus. Through you go. Back of the net. 1-1. That's exactly what we wanted. Exactly what we wanted. Ederson probably should save it. But justice for 1-1. They've got the away goal as well. Get in, Dortmund. Well done. Love it. Love it. They deserve that. Toast. I love a bit of justice in football. They deserve that. I'm not even a massive Dortmund fan. But it's 1-1. With 5 minutes to go. But it's the away goal that's important. It's really important, that away goal. Get Sancho. Do you think Sancho will be back in the second leg next week? Mark, thoughts on the new Champions League format? I don't know what it is, Cody. You'd have to give me more. Do you have any tales from your glory days out boozing? Big, but I've got loads. Going for Goldbridge. Check it out. Jesus Christ, I can't stand the Liverpool commentator. He's atrocious, isn't he? He says, I don't know, Adama. I don't listen to the commentary. Yes. Even if Man City make it 2-1, they've got that away goal. It's very, very important. But fair play to Dortmund. I mean, I've not kept a big eye on the second half there. But it's not been domination by Manchester City at all. So fair play to Dortmund. They've done well. I've got this completely wrong. Both score predictions. I said 3-0 to City and 3-1 to Liverpool. Premier League's in the mud tonight. Although here's Mane. Not going to get a foul for that, mate. It's my birthday, Mark, says Shane. Happy birthday to Shane. Thanks everyone who's tuned in, by the way. Fantastic streams tonight. Justice jam on toast. If you know, you know. Really excited about not only tomorrow night, but next week now. I think it's reversed, isn't it? Next week it's on Wednesday for these two ties. But even I think the Dortmund City game would be the one I would watch. I think Dortmund City might go onto the big screen and Liverpool Madrid go on the small screen next week. But we'll see we'll see what you think. But at the moment, there might be a sting in the tail of both games. Mane does well, strong on his body, pulls off Modric. That sounds wrong. Dives again, doesn't get a foul. This ref don't like giving fouls on the edge of the box, does he? Mark still gutted it should have been 2-1, says Ronit. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. You know, at the end of the day, I think 1-1 for Dortmund. It's probably the fair result. Bellingham's goal should have been given, but I'm just glad Dortmund got that away goal. They deserve that. And, yeah. I'd never listen to him, Ross Wilders. I'd never listened to that person, so I can't even shout the name out. Mark, for your next video on here, you could look up the video on the new Champions League formats. It's on TiVo Football YouTube channel. Just a thought, says Ross Gunn. I'll have a look at it, Ross Gunn. Thanks very much. Does East Gaming can't stand City? Someone said it should be 2-1 City. I don't know why. Yeah, well, Foden had a good chance. I think 1-1's is a fair result. I know Bellingham's goal should have been given, but as long as Dortmund get the equaliser, I'm not anti-City. They're a good team and they scored a very good goal. I just think the refereeing decision was shocking. That you want justice in football, and I think 1-1's is fair. If someone goes and gets another goal now, fair enough. But 1-1 at this point in the game is all you ask for. I am doing a Grand National watch along this weekend, David Kelly, and I'm doing Sunday Night WrestleMania as well, both on the Paddy Power YouTube channel, so you can tune in for that. Obviously, Man United Spurs will be on United Stand. I don't know about any Premier League games to do, actually, other than that. I don't know. We'll have to have a look. Two routes. You know what? I've just realised why I'm in a good mood. Actually, for a United fan, two really good results. Madrid beating Liverpool and Dortmund not losing to City and getting an away goal. Bellingham absolutely superb as well. And I'm just going to put a tweet out about Bellingham, actually. Corner to Liverpool. Headed away. They've defended very well, Real Madrid, tonight, considering they haven't got Varane and Ramos. They've defended really well. I'm sure Liverpool fans wish they could say the same. Yeah, I'm only doing Sunday night of WrestleMania, Kieran. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited about WrestleMania, actually, doing the stream on Sunday night. So, yeah, if you want to watch it with me, it's been years since I've watched WrestleMania, but I used to really like it. I don't know which games to do at the weekend, Connor Mitchell. Man City Leeds. I mean, City are going to win the league, aren't they? So it's a bit boring, really. Might just do Grand Theft Auto. I'm getting a bit addicted, really. If you want to watch my Grand Theft Auto stuff, Twitch, link in the video description, or it's called Goldbridge TV on Twitch. My next one is going to be tomorrow night at about 10:30. But I'll give you all a shout out on this tomorrow night. City have just scored 2-1. I missed it talking about that. Somebody just said eat that, Mark. No, mate, what did I just say? If City go and score 2-1, I ain't got a problem with it. The main thing for me was that Dortmund scored. They deserved the goal. They got the goal. If somebody goes and scores a goal now, then, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. It's a lovely goal as well. Again, it's so hard to deal with. Gundogan into Foden. Probably should have had one anyway. It's a lovely finish by Foden. That is very good finish. And 2-1 to City. Sets it up nicely for the second half, though. Dortmund have got the away goal. They deserved that. Watching Riley Reid says yes to City. I don't think he didn't look offside to me. And he wasn't offside. It's been given 2-1. Right in the 90th minute. Big goal for City, that. Do a Leicester West Ham watch along on Sunday, says Jay Pledger. It's probably too close to Man United versus Spurs. Lovely finish by Foden. Four minutes added on in the Liverpool-Madrid game. You know, if you get baited, it's always good if you know how you've been baited. I haven't been. Well, I suppose I have been baited by the people who get it, but I don't even know what I've meant to have been baited by. So I think when you're baited, it's always like you're meant to have that light bulb moment. If you're the person that's been baited, I don't know what it is I've meant to have been baited by. So. Oh, you're not baited by Riley. Oh, so what? They want to use a porn name. I don't care. It's a super chat. What do you want me to do? Not read it out because they've put a porn star's name in their bloody live in their thing. It's not being baited. I know who Riley Reid is. So what? Oh, Riley Reid. It's not like I've said I swallow cum, is it? That's being baited. Saying a porn star. Oh, he said a porn star's name. Oh, he said poo. You know, it's not really being baited, is it? I know exactly what I've said there. I don't think that's being baited to say that. Two minutes to go. Well, a minute and a half for Liverpool. I mean, Man City are favourites now. Real Madrid are favourites now. But they're not over. Neither tie's over. Do you think Sancho will be back in the second leg? Has anyone got any news on that? Do you think he'll be back for the second leg? Man City have won 2-1. I think Dortmund will be very happy with that. I think Dortmund will be very happy that they got the away goal. I've got no complaints with that Man City scoreline. I just think that the Bellingham goal should have been given in the first half. But as long as Dortmund score, I think that justice is served there. Man City make it 2-1. Fair play to them. Sancho should be back as well. And 30 seconds to go in the other game. Should be one. Yeah, I think if that game finishes 1-0, 2-1, when it comes to away goals, 2-1's better than 1-0. And people say, what are you on about? The gap's the same. But it isn't the same, because if you've got an away goal, it just gives you that something. Of course, if there's loads of goals in the second leg, it doesn't, and Dortmund will have to be careful. But how do you approach the game as Man City? It's a dangerous one. It is a dangerous one. And it's over in Madrid as well. Very good win for Real Madrid. That makes it very difficult for Liverpool. I wouldn't say it's over though. I wouldn't say it's over because, as I said, if Liverpool are a different team in the second leg and Madrid are a different team in the second leg, and they may be, I don't know whether Varane would be back for the second leg or Ramos, but effectively 3-1. If Liverpool score early in that game, game on. And you know, Dortmund as well. Game on. So fantastic. Really enjoyed both those streams. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and we'll reconvene again tomorrow night for a massive watch along, which is PSG about Bayern Munich. I don't know how that's going to pan out. Neymar, Mbappe, and this fantastic Bayern Munich side, a repeat of the Champions League final last year. I think it's been a good first night in the quarterfinals. Let's see what tomorrow night brings. I'm looking forward to it. But thanks everyone for tuning in. I've enjoyed that. Fair play to City. My only issue with that was that Dortmund deserved a goal and they got it. And fair play to Real Madrid. They absolutely deserved that. Maybe they could have even got 4. But they definitely deserved it. Klopp's having a moan about the referee. But at the end of the day, you could have lost that even more. Exciting 2 games, really enjoyed it. Big shout out to all of you lot who watched. Really enjoyed that myself, and you know, I can only enjoy it if you lot are involved. You did play your part as usual. And I will see you tomorrow. We've got, as I say, another 2 games tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. And then I've got to do fucking Europa League on the United Stand on Thursday. Yabba dabba do. Yabba dabba don't, but I have to. But another night of the Champions League tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you in a bit.